my dear fellow spiritual seekers. Our today's topic would be to discuss about guarding against fear of the crucial pandemic that we are facing in the current situation. At this critical hour of the pandemic, the only choice left before us is to handle the situation with wisdom that can help us calm our nerves. We should remember that it is the divinity that has given expression to this physical dimension, and it knows whether this physical dimension will end or continue. We never manifested this body directly, hence we cannot be assured of how long it shall live. So why not let it be in God's hands? Why not let it be as He wishes it? At this moment, we need to surrender with all our love, faith and devotion, and dedicate ourselves to our practice of sadhana. Only this will help us achieve a more stable mindset. For only a mind grounded firmly can give us higher wisdom and refine our intelligence to see things as they are. So, having faith in the divine is our key. We should accept the reality and relish every moment of it. We keep trying to understand life, but now we should understand the concept of death as well. This is where the Bhagavad Gita comes to our rescue, wherein Lord Krishna says explicitly that even when the body dies, we don't die. The word used in the Gita is Atman. This Atman doesn't die. We therefore won't die, but we don't know that what is being referred to as our true self is the Atman. We restrict our being to our body and hence develop a deep sense of attachment to the body. Inevitably, what follows is a deep attachment and infatuation for our loved ones and family. Let us understand it this way. There are two planes. One is physical and the other one is non-physical. The physical plane refers to the body, and the non-physical plane can be attributed to our mind, to our senses of knowledge and action. Subtler than both is our true self. So, we are the unseen, invisible, non-physical entity manifested in this physical entity in our gross body. Most of us are well informed about the physical body, but when it comes to our own true reality, we are totally oblivious and ignorant. Since we do not know our innate nature, we continue to be bothered and obsessed about this physical being which is prone to change. This is what scares everybody of us. Death scares everybody. Only if we see the reality and understand it deeply, we will be able to remove the veil of darkness camouflaging the intellect to see the things as they are. Then surely we won't be afraid, we won't be fearful fearful or scared. If we just imagine that our forefathers had not died and their children, grandchildren, everyone continued to live along. So, what a chaos we would have faced by this time in the whole world. So, it is a circle. A being lives life, then goes, passing the heritage onto the offspring. Acceptance of life in its fullest form is encouraging and essential also. But the word death scares everybody, although everybody knows in their heart that they will die one day. Yet, as we are ill-prepared and ill-informed about death, there is fear and confusion. We should begin to see how life occurs in a flow and enjoy each and every moment of it. Nothing else can prepare us better to survive the current pandemic than this liberating wisdom. In this context, a sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam comes to my mind. It says, Bhayam dvitiyabhiniveshat syat disadapi tasya viparjayo sprati tanmayayato buddha avadhitam bhaktekaisham gurudevatatma. Fear arises when a living entity misidentifies himself as the material body because of absorption in the external illusory energy of the Lord. When the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he also forgets his own constitutional position as the servant of the Lord. This bewildering, fearful condition is effected by the potency for illusion called Maya. Therefore, an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord under the guidance of a true spiritual master, whom he should accept as his worshipable deity and as his very life and soul.
स्थाने हृषिकेश तव प्रकीर्त्याम् जगत्प्रहृष्यात्यनुरज्यते च रक्ष्यांसि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्गा कस्माच्च तेन न मेरन् महात्मन् गरीयसे ब्रह्मणोऽप्यादिकर्त्रीम् अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवास त्वमक्षरम् सदसत्तत्परम् यत् त्वमादिदेवः पुरुषः पुराणम् त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानम् वेत्तासि वेद्यं च परं च धाम त्वया ततं विश्वमनन्तरूपम् वायुर्यमोऽग्निर्वरुणः शशाङ्कः प्रजापतिस्त्वम् प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमोऽस्तेऽस्तु सहस्रकृत्वः पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमोऽस्ते। पृष्ठतस्ते नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वत एव सर्व अनन्तवीर्यामितविक्रमस्त्वम् सर्वं समाप्नोषि ततोऽसि सर्वम् सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तौ हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति अजानता महिमानौ तवेदौ मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि यत्सावहासार्थमसत्कृतोऽसि विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समाख्यम् तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम् पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य तमश्च पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गरीयान् नात्वत्समोऽस्तभ्यधिकः कुतोऽन्योन् लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमप्रभावम् तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायम् प्रसादये त्वामहमीशमीड्यम् पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियार्यार्हसि देव शोभम् अदृष्टपूर्वम् हृषितोऽस्मि दृष्ट्वा भयेन च प्रव्यथितं मनो मे तदेव मे दर्शय देवरूपम् प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास किरीटिनं गदिनं चक्रहस्त इच्छामि त्वां द्रष्टुमहं तथैव तेनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव विश्वमूर्ते